Good morning. It is Friday, October 27th, which means it is our dad's birthday. So happy birthday, Dad. Don't worry, I already texted him. So that's exciting. We don't get to see him today, well, but we will see him tomorrow. So that's going to be great. I'm out, obviously shrouded in darkness on a morning run. I'm actually out later than normal. And y'all, it is very cold for California. I mean, for the Bay Area, California. It is currently 43 degrees. So I am committed to the vlog, even though it's 43 degrees and I'm very cold. So I may talk fast so I can get my body moving and running so I can warm it up because it is cold. All right. So thank you to everyone who commented about doing Vlogsgiving for November, and it was a lot of comments for how shortly I posted the video for us. I know large YouTube followings get like thousands of comments right away, but I don't know. I always think about it. I always like try and like translate it to like real life. Like if this many people came up to me in person to tell me this, I'd be like so overwhelmed. So that's how I think about it, because social media isn't always real life. So I think I am going to do at least a portion of November as Vlogsgiving. My current plan is I realistically can't pull off a vlog every single day. The only reason I'm making October happen is because Chaylee has the other day. So I haven't asked Chaylee if she wants to do it. If she wants to do it, I'll ask her if she wants to alternate. But if she doesn't or isn't able to, because she's really, really busy with stuff, November is pretty crazy for her. It's pretty light for me because my show opens November 3rd and 4th. So I should be chill. I say that and I've jinxed myself. So realistically, it'll probably be every other day. Still, that's a schedule that I'm able to manage during the school year, is recording one day and editing and uploading the next. That's kind of just what works. Also, I will probably quit if I have to run every single morning in the cold, because I do not like the cold at all. It was like, okay, so I didn't really enjoy being pregnant at all. Like, it was a very stressful, anxious time for me, and my mental health was really, really struggling. I had a therapist and I was doing all the things, but it was just, being pregnant was a hard time for me. But the one thing that I enjoyed other than my children was I was warm. Because I had winter babies. I had December, Lottie's a December baby, Lenny is a January baby, so I was warm all winter until I had them, because I had rather large babies, so they were like a little heater strapped to my tummy. So that was great, but alas, that in December and January when I had them, and as I tell my students, I lost 25 pounds in 2 minutes. They're like, what? I got really cold. So there's that. Let me update you on my knitting. The mystery knit along for Stephen West, I have made zero progress on. I saw the newest clue and I was like, no ma'am, I am not doing 1,000 stitches. No, because I read that someone was like, oh, it took me almost 2 hours to do row 7. And I was like, absolutely not. Because I looked at those little dippy thingies and I think there are 4 of them. So at least plus the other rows. So I was like, no, I don't wish to do that. So I'm not frogging it. I am going to make it. I am going to crochet clue 4. I'm going to crochet clue 4. And I posted in a Facebook group asking, like, had anyone crocheted it before? Because I'm happy just to follow someone else's good idea and go with it. Because my current plan is, if you've seen the spoilers for the MCAL, it looks like, kind of like diamonds. They look like elongated diamonds. So I was like, this kind of looks like the stitches for the crochet corner to corner Afghans. I'm like, shoot, I can do that stitch way faster than I can knit 1,000 stitches. because I was like, no. Plus you have to purl them, and I don't like purling. No. So that's my current plan. And like I said, I'm sticking with what I said. It feels like a crochet project, and I think it looks like a crochet project, which there's nothing wrong with it, but I actually think it would have been more enjoyable if you crocheted it. So I feel like this is one of those patterns that easily could have been adapted to crochet and might have been funner, or faster. Yeah, because I was like, oh, I could have done this. Clue 3, I'm not really sure about the stitch yet because I haven't done it, but I'm like, still probably could have crocheted this sucker. Yeah. So that's where I landed on it. I'm still like a quarter of the way clue 2. I'm going to keep trucking on it, but now I feel much better about my clue 4 revelation and that kind of thing. But if anyone's done a crochet border, will you point me in their direction so I can steal their good idea and do that? I have not picked up the Haunted House MCal either. I do not know why. Probably because I'm in the home stretch on the Daisy Dream Bomber, so I'm wanting to finish it. I've been monogamously working on it for the past like 3 nights. I'm also very overwhelmed at school right now, so there's that. The Daisy Dream Bomber is coming along. I am done with the like body. I'm doing the ribbing, thank goodness, because man, I was tired of it. I do not like double yarn overs. I was like, this is not, it like really interrupts my knitting rhythm. So I was like, it's cute, it's super cute, but I was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. So I finished the body. I like slogged it out on the body. I'm on the ribbing, and now I'm like, sweet, 1 by 1 ribbing, got this. So I'm continuing along happily. And then I have the sleeves to do. So I looked back at the pattern, and the recommended needle size for the ribbing is a US 7. Do you know what size I'm using for the ribbing? A US 1. And I'm still not getting gauge. My gauge is still too thick, but I'm like, And the pattern called for DK weight, and I'm using fingering weight. I was like, there is not a chance that I'm going to, 1, rip this out, 2, knit it on smaller needles than US 1s, or use lace weight for what was supposed to be a DK weight sweater, which is why originally I thought the sweater would fly, because it's a DK weight sweater on US 7s, but I ended up having to knit it fingering weight on US 3s, so that may have contributed to the issue. So I'm going to pop the sleeves on and carry on with that. What else do I have to tell you? I am prepping my advent calendar swap. This is for Mad Cow Mandy's advent swap that she put together. I've been partnered with a super fabulous knitter, crafter, crocheter, who lives in California as well, which is exciting because we're on the same time zone, even though I'm really terrible at responding to email. So I'm working on it. I don't know, I forget. Like I read it and then it goes out of my brain because I read it at work, which is probably the problem. And then someone says, Miss Koizumi, I'm like, and then whoop, out of my mind. So I'm really excited to start getting some stuff for her. I've started collecting my yarns. I'm almost ready to mail the yarn for my other advent swap. So I was talking to my sister. I was like, should I buy an advent calendar? I don't really have any. And then I thought about it and I was like, uh-oh, I have a lot of advent calendars. So here's what my Christmas, December knitting ones are. I have 2 swap advent calendars that are coming because I'm swapping. I have a jam advent calendar that I asked my parents for. I have a shortbread advent calendar that I asked my husband for. I have a like self-striping advent thingy-majig that I won this summer on Dana Ray Makes Vlogmas or Christmas in July. And I made myself, I forgot, I made myself a Hanukkah countdown calendar from Mystery Skeins from Yarnaceous. And I have a Christmas Eve box that that my sister and I made. So, whoops. So I'm like, I don't need to do it. Oh, and I have an embroidery advent that I got from Hoop to Hoop Embroidery. I did it last year. Last year it was stockings. This year it's ornaments. And I'm like, I don't have any advents. I have 8. I have 8 advent. And I think the problem is because I didn't make like a huge purchase for the advent that I'm not realizing. Because usually advents are like kind of an investment. I'd say they're somewhere between $150 and maybe $300. But because the swaps are only costing me postage to mail the other person's, the jam calendar is a gift, which I think it's only like $40 anyway. The shortbread calendar is also a gift, so in my mind it's free girl math, but no, it's not. I mean, it's my husband buying it, so it is our money, but that's only like $40. The embroidery pattern was like $8. And then I bought the Hanukkah thing from Yarnaceous over the summer, so it's basically free now because girl math again, that there's that. And then I'm swapping the Christmas Eve box with my sister. So that's also free because it's in my stash. So yeah. And I'm not filming for December. Chaylee is. And now I'm like, I got all this stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a compilation of just opening the advents every year. So my hands have kind of frozen from holding my phone in, as my daughter says, it's freezing cold weather. I'm off to run for a little bit. I don't have too much going on today, so hopefully I will get some knitting done. Talk to you later.
Hello, I'm still at school. It's late. It's 4:24. I had a bunch of work to do for the play because it is opening next week and we're in the like rough bit of it. It's not going as smoothly as I would like it to. It's actually going one of the least smooth it's ever gone. So, yeah, some of it's really great. Some of the stuff is looking really beautiful and some of it just is not there yet. And I'm out of ideas on how to get there with my students. I'm hoping they'll take the weekend to do some hard work on the show. Hopefully. But I am on the ribbing of the Daisy Dream cardigan. That's what I've been working on. I was editing our preview footage, so that's what I was knitting and editing. I'm going to knit this little chunk so that I don't have the yarn, I don't have it like in the middle of the row on the way home, and then head home. Daniel dropped me off the concessions. He and the girls went to Business Costco for me for the concessions for the show. I'm hungry. I'm very hungry because this is well past when I'm usually home from work. So I'm going to secure all my stuff in my classroom. I've got like a bunch of cameras and stuff out, so I'm going to do all that. Then I will head home. It's fortunately just a chill night. Whoops. So hopefully I'll just hang out with the girls. Maybe play Candyland or something. Daniel says, you always want to play Candyland because you win, but I don't know how, like, yes, I do win at Candyland, but I don't know how you rig Candyland unless you, like, look in the thing, right? Like, there's not much strategy in Candyland. You just pick the card off the top. So, I always want to be Queen Frostine. I loved it. I love the 90s version of the board. The new board is less my favorite, the one that Lottie has. But that's, you know what would be so awesome? A Candyland yarn collection or a Candyland advent. That'd be so cool. Is someone make one? If that's a thing, comment and tell me, because that would be so cool. Or like, ooh, Candyland self-striping yarn, where you like, because it's all the different little checkery thingy majiggies, and then there's like a pop of when you hit like Nana's Nut House or something. Let me know if someone does this. Okay, so has anyone else ever noticed that cotton seems to get more tangled than wool, or is it just gaps? Because I'm reskating this cotton ball of yarn and it is like mad tangled and I'm not enjoying the process of knitting with it because it is so, like, I'm stopping every row to untangle it. Is it because cotton is toothier? Maybe, I don't know, but maybe it's the type of cotton that I have. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not enjoying the constant tangle that I keep, like, I don't know. Maybe it's user error on my part, but it's not going good. And I always seem to struggle knitting with cotton yarn. Like, I think I'm done with cotton yarn, to be honest. I think I'm gonna give away to the school, because they're all partial skeins, give away to my students what's left of my cotton, because I just, like, it gets in my nose. Yes. And it is, you know, extraordinarily cold in our house right now. It is a whole 68 degrees. So I'm, of course, wearing my most fleecy, yeah, my most fleecy bathrobe, because it's freezing. As I've taught my daughter to say, it's freezing when it's, like, barely cold. Okay, this isn't going well at all. I don't enjoy untangling, and I think I've made it worse. Yeah. I think this may turn into another Herculean task. But I don't know. I don't necessarily know if it was me that tangled it in the first place or not, or if it came this way. I've been struggling with this yarn since it arrived, but yeah, so there's that. We shall see. Anyway, I am feeling overwhelmed by my stash tonight, and, like, I forgot that I wanted to be working on the haunted house MCAL because I want to wear the cowl on Halloween, but then I realized I'm dressing up for Halloween, so that's not gonna work. And so I need to finish it by Monday if I want to wear it for Halloween.
Mommy?
Yes, dear.